I hope your front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
Coach, here. I'll put this up on auto follow so that you guys can at least see it here, and then be right back. Alright, I am back. Thanks, guys. So, let's see what happened. I heard of a big remove. Ooh. Oh, strength 4, movement 9 catcher is out. Let's see. So these are... Okay, so we have... I've got to get back up to speed on these teams for a moment. So Enarion is playing Wood Elves, received and managed to remove a Strength 4 Movement 9 catcher on turn 1. That is quite a big deal. How about inducements? Right, so I guess neither has a wizard. Morg is a weird pick for an all-elf matchup, I have to say. I don't think I particularly approve. Let's see. So could someone who's watching this actually tell me just the league structure that we're seeing and how important this match is? Right. So Wood Elves get a Mighty Blow hit on a Strength Blitzer, so that's good, but it's just a push. Yeah, I really don't like the Morg pick from Wolfbanesons. I think in an all-elf matchup, the wizard is crucial. It's a KO format, okay. And these are the playoffs of... Right, so we're seeing a sideline cage? No, we're not seeing a sideline cage, we're seeing a handoff then. Right, so... This is a second thrower for the Woodies. Chili 5. Is he going for a quick score? Looks like he is. Not exactly a fan of that, but hey. Beep. Alright, 1-0 for the Wood Elves. Enarion is leading now. But, yeah, that could still, be a pain. Gloom, yes. So, in elf matchups, I still prefer to stall usually myself. There we go. So the strength movement catcher stays out. High Elves can't be too happy about that. But then again, an early score isn't bad for them per se. I see that the Woodies don't actually have strip ball at all. They do have this cute bludgeonstaff pass block catcher, but of course High Elves have safe throws. Sorry, yes, safe throw. Very good, Sage. So even if the catcher moves into intercept, he's got a 3+ to prevent it. Well, even without strip ball, I mean, the High Elves don't have enough guard to protect against just jumping into the cage. And, you know, the Strength 4 Dancer doesn't need strip ball. 2 Mighty Blow Dancers could really do some damage. Now, the two pass blockers, I don't like the pick, but in this matchup, I guess they could be important. Even if it's just to get tackle zones on whoever's supposed to receive the pass or something. Or throw it, for that matter. Alright, Super Wasp King, let me know. Movement on the tree is a good skill up, though. Not having to roll to stand up is a big deal, and of course in repositioning him it also helps. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I would do differently with the Wood Elves. I mean, I wouldn't go with pass block. I wouldn't have 2 throwers. 3 catchers is a lot, but I kind of do like that. This is the dark ball, by the way, from if you get the box set. Oh, the ball goes out of bounds. Well, that's not that big a deal in elf matchups, I guess. So the High Elves are really the underdogs here in general because they lack tackle completely. Which I guess with more he can 3-die or something. He does have 2 guards, so he can get the ball kind of safe if he decides to cage up. But he won't have to this turn, at least. But overall, it's a pretty solid squad that the Woodies have. They have dodge on everyone, and the High Elves lack tackle. So I think I would give this game to the Wood Elves. It's a playoff game, and I think it's for the UKBBL, but still no one has told me. I thought the UKBBL was still in regular season, so the second seeder thing, right? No, so it can't be UKBBL, right? Yeah. Oh, Prince Enarion would have actually made a really good pick here. So is it BB Tactics then? I really don't know. They said it's playoffs and they asked me to cast it, so I did. Okay. Well, POWs help, of course. If you roll enough POWs, you can break Wood Elves to pieces. That's an interesting sidestep. Deciding to get next to a guy, I don't like that. I would have preferred to go there. But since he's stunned, it doesn't matter. More POWs! Okay. What if Witch Hunters were made into an official level team? Stab, not a special stab, but still stab. Well, with any added team, I guess even so there is a skill called Stakes, which would kind of make sense for Witch Hunters, I guess. It adds +1 to stabbing if you're stabbing an undead player. I'm not entirely sure about the specifics, but I think anything that has regen from the undead necro or vampire probably also can regen. But yeah, with any new team, you have to really think about what's the niche that it fills. What does it do that teams can't already do? Balance and stuff. I'm not too big on fluff for team creation. I care a lot more about how teams are built. And so I'd have to know a lot more about your idea before I could say whether I like it or not. Yeah, so some lucky POWs, some lucky stuns, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the High Elves to manage here. They are going to have a hard time getting into a position where they can be safe from, especially this guy. And with 2 Mighty Blow Tackle Dancers and dodge everywhere, it's gonna be tough for the High Elves. Looks like they're trying to push for a quick score too. Kind of makes sense because they don't really have the skills to stall. But only one receiver isn't going to make that happen. He's going to get killed or something. So the agility 5 makes for a natural next person to move. Yes, okay. They're a bit too close to be safe, so I guess he gets blitzed, he gets marked, and they move in. I would expect the pass blockers to move somewhere around this vicinity, this area, so that they can react to what happens. He doesn't want to give up the flanks too much. He wants to wants to form a wall mostly, but just a pass blocker that can reach this guy while this guy gets knocked down. Sure. Witch hunters could be an interesting theme to work with. But like I said, I think the theme is much less important than the niche that you're trying to go for in terms of what would it add to the game as it is, and is that really something we need? So I think that one pass blocker will probably be like here, which can get on him and can get on him, potentially. The other probably somewhere around here. We're going to see this guy get blitzed. There's really very little doubt about that. Although he could opt to go for a squishier target and hit this one, for instance. Oh, that's not a death. I could see a reroll there, but I guess Enarion wants to hang on to those. If we're going to see a very high scoring match with lots of touchdowns going back and forth, then rerolls are pretty important. Much more so than in a regular running style. Will we see a threat on the ball this turn, though? Yeah, so importantly, pass block doesn't work on handoffs, so if any one of these guys gets the ball passed to them, they can pretty safely hand off there. If there's no threat on the ball, the High Elves can just regroup for a second push next turn. There's no rush, guys. I know you're playing Elves, but you still want to win. Okay, that's one pass blocker. This is a decent spot. And there's the other. Right. So now the option could be to hand off here and then pass way up there. That's still pretty easy. See, this is part of why I don't like pass block that much. These guys are not in terrible spots. Okay, this is good. So agility 5 tackle dancer is now threatening down to here. So if he doesn't want to make a play this turn, he'd have to go all the way down there to not get hit. But, you know, he's got fairly easy handoff play. He's also got a pretty easy... Let's see, where's this guy? Yeah. He could do this with all 2 dice. Sorry, with all 2 pluses. He could blitz this guy off. Dodge out there. Yeah. Yeah, it is a shame that that there's a lot of bad a lot of bad skill picks out there. Well, the thing is, even on an Agility 5 catcher, it discourages the opponent from pass plays near him. But as soon as you have a situation like this, for instance, he's got 2 pass blockers, but still got an easy handoff play for a pass further away. Touchback to Morg could be okay-ish. But the problem is, he's playing against Wood Elves, right? He wants attrition. Morg can get 3 dice on the catcher, as you saw here, and he's the only Mighty Blow they have, and they don't have tackle either. So by giving the ball to Morg, they would suffer a lot in terms of how much hitting power they have. Yes, High Elves do have safe throws, so that means the actual intercept isn't as likely. But if pass block lets him get 2 tackle zones on whoever is supposed to catch the ball, or throw it for that matter, that would still be bad for the High Elves. But the thing is, if you're doing a play with both a handoff and a pass, you can probably manage it in such a way that the pass doesn't happen near the pass blockers. As long as you pay attention and don't forget that someone has pass block and then suffer intercept like I did. Right, so the High Elves are just caging up. They do have their 2 guards on opposite corners of the cage, which is really good, because it means even the Strength 4 blitzing in and cancelling an assist would only get a 1 die. But it would be a 1 die that's 50-50. Sorry, that's not the Strength 4. The Strength 4 is there. He can't actually make that. Okay, no, then this is actually really sensible. Oh, quad skulls! Yikes! Well, good thing the ball's safe. Is he nuts to stop on a totally unprotected thrower so close to a word answer? He's not unprotected. So the Twitch Blood Bowl League is an existing league. It has some fairly high team value teams. We are open to new people joining, and we will probably make the lowest bracket new teams only, so that if you join up, you're not facing experienced teams yet. So you'll only have to do that after your first season. So depending on the number of signups, we might have 2 groups or multiple groups. But it is my intention to put the new people together, or the people who remake their team, so that you don't get these huge mismatches, which can really ruin a league's format. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So the guards on the corners means that he would get a half die with no strip ball, and the Strength 4 is far away, so it's quite decent. So I see that Enarion was really defending against a fast score, which again, I would say threaten the ball is more important than not getting scored on. If he scores now, you're kind of okay. You've got a couple of turns to score back and make 2-1. In fact, it would be a lot harder for Enarion if the High Elves managed to delay their score until. Yeah, this is a good target. This is it's a bad block, and he rerolls it into another bad block. So we see Morg and the Treeman duking it out. Now the Quad Skulls did cost the High Elves quite a bit in terms of position, because now they gave up a bunch of blocks here, but yeah, things seem to be working out fairly well for them nonetheless. And because what I miss in these teams is diving tackle, actually. I would have expected to see a bunch more of that. Right. So I think it's safe to say this guy's not scoring. That's going to be pretty hard. So I would expect the High Elves to group up around here this turn. That's still going to be pretty difficult and going to bring them in reach of the Strength 4 Dancer, who even with all the guard they have, would still get a 1 die. Yeah, so what's going to really ruin the High Elves' day is their lack of tackle. Now, this catcher could just score, but does he have Wrestle, which can remove this Dancer? Because this Dancer is in an annoying spot for him. He does have Wrestle, but it's not really able to get there now. In fact, it's not really able to get there at all. He could be pushed forward, yes, but then he'd still be in 3 tackle zones. So that's a 4+ catch still. He could dodge out and score and receive in the end zone, I guess. That's not awful. Oh, more skulls! Man, Wolfbaneson is really suffering here. Jeez, that's 7 skulls in a row that he's rolled now. Yikes! Right, so now he's gonna have to get really conservative about this. Okay, so this helps a little bit. Tree is down. Of course, he does have catch, but he doesn't get to dodge because tackle, and he still has a GFI there. So this score, if he wants to make it, is pretty risky. It's a 3+ with reroll, and then a 2+2+ with no reroll. He could try and blitz the Dancer off, but it could sidestep into a place where it makes things even harder. It could sidestep here, and then we'd be looking at a 3+2+ to get out. He can't really get a 3 die on the Dancer either. Yeah, those skulls are making this a hell of a lot harder. He does have dodge here and dodge there, so he can reposition if he wants. But there aren't any really good spots. Oh, he needs dodge too. Oh, but he gets the POW, so suddenly it's a 2+ with reroll into a 2+ with no reroll. That's kind of acceptable at this point. He's not going to get much better than that. Doesn't manage to break the Dancer though. Why hasn't this guy stood up yet though? Why hasn't this guy stood up? Or this one moved for that matter. Is he planning? No. Yeah, so he's planning on the score. Gets the star player point, I guess. At this point. Oh, he makes a GFI, so we have a touchdown. That was risky, but after those 7 skulls in a row, he was due some decent luck. Not that that's how it works, but it is kind of fair. The movement 9 strength 4 catcher gets back up. That's good for the High Elves. They do have a bit of a bench as well. So far it's a very cuddly, elfy kind of game. If anything, I would expect the Wood Elves to wind up outnumbering the High Elves considerably with the Mighty Blow tackle that they've got and the relative immunity to getting blocked they have with all the dodge. I don't think Enarion wants to make a 2-turn touchdown here. He's got the upper hand in terms of he still has the ball and it's his drive and stuff. If he gives that up now and suffers a 2-2 the first half, I think he's underperforming for how his team could be doing. You really want to end this half 2-1 now. But then again, I would have thought so about the first touchdown. He made that too, so who knows. And more goes up here, I guess. So did he expose this catcher a lot? Because he got the early so Enarion got the early removal on this catcher, which is kind of surprising. Then again, this is also still blitzable. Because these guys are going down. No doubt about that. The agility 5 is a pretty decent target as well. Yeah, so the elves lack lots of skills. They're just way lower in team value. And they rolled a bunch of stats. Movement here, agility there, strength there, and strength and movement there. What the wood elves lack is mostly diving tackle. I think that could have made a big impact here. I like this guard pick. Bloodshed guard is great, but instead of either pass, block, or fend, I would have really preferred to see diving tackle. Yeah, Moranion, a wizard, and a babe would have been way better, absolutely. Yeah, I don't really... So, giving the ball to Morg to stall could be okay, but you could also just give the ball to this Blitzer to stall, for instance. I mean, he's got tackle on his dancers anyway, so him not having dodge doesn't matter. I think this Blitzer would make a very solid ball carrier, just to do running plays with. He's even got leap in a pinch. And, you know, the thing with the guards would prevent even the strength 4 from getting a 1 die on him. And the wizard is such a big deal for a matchup like this. I can't believe he just let that slide. For Morg, I mean, Morg can be good if you're playing against orcs or lizards or dwarves, the kinds of teams that can't run away from you. But in this matchup, no, I do not approve. Okay, well, both down doesn't bother the woodies much. And yes, the guard gets in for a good hit on that strength 4 blitzer from this guy who only needs 1 assist anyway. So the guard isn't really even needed there. I mean, it could have been an assist from here. The tree would have still gotten 3 dice that way. He's gonna... Well, I'm not gonna say what he's gonna do because he's more eager for fast touchdowns than I am. I would expect him to pull back now. Yes, well... Then again, he's not that at risk, because you're not going to 3-die him, you don't have tackle. To be honest, this is just a painful matchup for these High Elves. So the wrestler probably... Yeah, it doesn't really matter much. Just push on this guy. So the treatment gets his 3-die and then some. Because he's got strength 6, 7, 8, 9 here. He would 3-die strength 4 if he were there. So yeah, he's again pushing for a fast touchdown, which is okay as a feint, but wouldn't be my choice. Doesn't he have sure hands? He does not have sure hands. Okay, then I can see not trying to loner that. Because he's got 4 rerolls. If he had sure hands, I would have said just don't use... Just try and reroll the stand for... sorry, the take root. Oh, this one does. But out of reach. Yeah, okay. So he's probably just going to bugger off somewhere. Oh, he's already far enough back. I would have preferred him here over there, because he can still get places, but he's less committed to one flank. Yeah, this catcher just runs through. Yep. Just like that. So it looks like we're going to see a 2-turn touchdown from Enarion. And that means we might well end the half on a 2-2 score. Which is better than the High Elves could have hoped for. Right, stick your strength in front of it. When did I say that? Yeah, my accent is all over the place. It's a mix of American and English, and yeah. At least I don't sound too Dutch, so that's kind of good. Because speaking English with a Dutch accent sounds really, really awful to me. I'm beginning to feel like the normal rules don't apply, because neither of these elves is focused so much on long drives. Actual Dutch accents are terrible, yes. Although I think they're mostly terrible to Dutch people. Which is why I don't like having Carice van Houten cast for Melisandre in Game of Thrones. Because, you know, people like her accent because it sounds foreign to them, but to me it just sounds awful. Yeah. Okay, so this isn't exactly safe, but then this is a very long distance, but yeah, this guy could quite easily get a pass on here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he'd need 1 GFI or some blocks here to get there. Yay! Morg did something! Hurrah! Can you do the actual Dutch accent for us who haven't heard it? Jeez. Wow. I have to switch for a moment. Let me think. Yes, well, that's going to be kind of hard, because actual Dutch people talk something like this, and it sounds very, very bad to me. Also, one of the problems is that people who speak Dutchish English, they tend to think that their English is pretty good, when really it is just bloody awful. Ah, sorry, I suck at this. It really hurts me inside to do that. Yes, there are a lot of gradations in just how bad people's Dutch accents can be. Right, so I guess this guy's going to be receiving then. Yeah, I guess he could just pass it, but how is he going to get an intercept-free space then? Do I skip words with the G? That was not intentional. Well, to be fair, a lot of bad Dutch people a lot of bad English speaking Dutch people also tend to use Dunglish. Alright, fair enough. So he can probably get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 handoff there. Yeah, 2 dodges for this guy. And then a catch there. Well, I think to me, English with the Dutch accent sounds way worse than English with a German accent. So I suspect it's just kind of a bias that your own country's accent sounds worse to you. Right, KO stays out. What was that anyway? That was just a dodge guy. Okay. Wait, even the Wood Elves bench player has dodge. Damn. I guess he had a catcher in the bench then. Just this guy or something. Yeah. Still, that makes 11 dodge players. Only the tree does not have dodge. Which is pretty hard for a team with no tackle. So yeah, the High Elves now get 3 turns to score the 2-2. Eventful first half, this is. Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Russian Pass. It's it was a fumble league where the point was to try and score as as often as possible. And I really don't approve. I really don't think that's the way to play these teams. Either of them. But then again, you know, I'm a grumpy old stalling guy. It's fun though, but it's a good way to lose 6-5 or 4-3 or something. Provided the other guy doesn't also do it. Of course, if Wolfbaneson take this to the extreme, he'll score in 2 turns, and that will give Enarion a 1-turn shot. Where's the ball go? Into the hands of someone. Probably this guy then. Yeah, there we have it. The dark ball. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So, strength 4 is here. Catchers can reach very, very far, of course, in theory. And he chose to use a catcher to get it, which suggests he doesn't want to go for a passing play now. Okay, right. He could get 2 dice on that with these 3 catchers. Hi there, Nuru. This is a playoff elfballing match. First of 8, I think. And I still haven't been told what league it is. I guess it's probably in the Bloodbowl Tactics, but I am still not 100% sure. Oh, it's the called Champ Ladder playoffs. Thank you, Sid. That makes sense. Champ Ladder. Thank you. Finally. Alright, so these are our teams that have played in the ladder for a long time. Wow, finally. This is the champion ladder, apparently. I had no idea they were playing this now. Let me fix that. Enarion versus Wolfbaneson.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
That was very appropriate, Drayson. Thank you. Oh, man. Such elf ball. Okay, no pals this time. This is actually a really good candidate to hit the carrier. That's gotta have him worried. I think he's gonna make the second block too, just to see how much of a problem this is, because Wrestle is... Oh wait, no, he doesn't have Wrestle. That's actually awful. Right, so these catchers could get to the ball with relative ease. This guy is gonna be pretty stuck right now. But of course this guy has Wrestle. Oh, okay. That's not going to be enough, is it? Because one of those catchers has guard. You are definitely not the only one annoyed by it, Max Milgram. And if people didn't respond too much, it's probably because they don't expect it to get fixed. But yeah, these black boxes, especially if you're playing Nurgle or Dwarves, these things, they are so annoying. Absolutely. So this would be 2, 3. He could really make this work. No, why doesn't he hit the ball? Oh, so sad. This guy could have wrestled down the carrier. Guard guy gets in here. Oh, he fell down even. This guy had a 2+3+2+2+2+ to get to the ball. And he could get a guard assist, or an assist even. He could have even picked it up afterwards. Oh, that is such a shame. But yeah, the unused space is a shame. In fact, I think showing starting skills is a shame. Because, at the very least, you should have the option of turning them off. I get how they can be helpful for rookie players. Or rookie coaches, I should say. Oh, more 4-die fails for Enarion. But he doesn't have to score this turn. You could have
fucking fighting everything! Ah!
You could have taken that ball carrier. I'm really disappointed. When he sidestepped forward, I was like, yeah, now we're gonna get some action. And then just nothing. I mean, you want to either steal the ball or force him to score, giving you at least a one-turn shot. I don't think he's going to be able to stop him here. That's nice, Diog. He's going to have to plug this. Yes, exactly. Otherwise, these guys would just get out way too easily. But now he's got 5 players to protect against 2 Knorring threats when it's not even turn 8 for the High Elves. Which means they can regroup wherever the hell they want, send more Knorring threats out, and then try and get these guys away. Then again, it is nice to see some high team value elfballing in Blood Bowl 2, because that's pretty rare. Right, so he chose to make those GFIs. This guy is now an obvious candidate for a handoff. but there's really very little to do there. He's really way too worried about these two, which represent the turn 7 score, and not nearly worried enough about the others. Ooh, Snake Eyes into KO for the catcher formerly known as Bench. Okay. That's good. So it's really a matter of accepting to play in the wrong films, in the wrong scripts, then. That kind of makes sense. So this guard being down is actually a serious problem for him. That GFI means that he's a lot less able to get that solid guard defense set up, which means he kind of has to hang back with the ball again. And do a handoff with him next turn or something. But now the Wood Elves have a lot more threat here. This guy's still kind of far away-ish. This guy's not going to make it on a half die. I could even see him pull back 2 squares, not block this, or block this first and see whether you get a knockdown. No, I think pulling back here, it wouldn't be bad. So the only guy who can reach him is this one, and that's not that much of a problem. But he's going to have to get a more widespread offensive position going, with multiple threats around here and multiple potential handoff guys. Oh, the thrower rolls both down, which would have been really awful, but then rerolls into a POW, which is actually very helpful. Oh, that's one pass blocker down. And skilled the thrower on that as well, which could help him if he goes to the second round. So now this guy's suddenly a bit less of a threat, but still potentially. Strong arm doing a thing. I like that. I like that. He's gonna want to have some people around here, like one here and one there and one there, before doing anything else, right? There we go. No, there we don't go. Ah. So this is a catcher with only one counter assist, which means this is 2 dice. No, it's a thrower. Wait, he's got 2 throwers. I knew that. I knew that. Oh, the 3 dice good though. That's kind of nice, right? So that breaks out this guy, but there's still tackle here. You want more. That's not good. You want more ignoring threat than this. This is going to be too hard to do well. So he's got enough of an option to hand off, I think. Yeah. So this is going to go here, right? Right. He's going to go there. No! That means... Why not? There's no need to protect that. You just pull him back 2 squares and then it's fine. What the hell? Yeah, so this is fairly containable for the Woodies. This is, yeah, that's rather poor. I mean, this is still connected, so this is 2 dice right as soon as he gets up. This is still connected. Blockable. Blockable. Yeah, he could have all 4 of these prone, if he wants. Well, I mean, I know Enarion is a good coach. I don't know Wolfbaneson's, but, you know, he made, I guess, #1 High Elf in Cold Champion, so that's something. Then again, I can imagine they're a little bit stressed about being there in the first place, I guess. I've had bad games. But really, if you want to be able to score on turn 8, you want your guys who cash to be not connected, right? Because now they're... Holy shit! More quads! Wow! Oh, that is huge. Well, this is easy. Where is the pass block? He had 1 pass block left, right? Left, right. Yes, left, right. This one's out. Where's the other one? Where's the other pass block? Here it is. So, yeah. He could even do 2 GFIs, but he doesn't need to. He can hand off here, and then, or, you know, pass to this guy, hand off to that one. Yeah, easy mode now. Yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. It's also slightly undeserved, but yeah, then again, he's rolled 7 skulls in a row earlier. Wait, that's the guy who scores. What? What are we doing? You don't need to worry about pass block. Pass block was not in your way. What the hell? He was going to... He had a handoff or a pass there, and then the other of those 2 there, and the pass block would never have come close. Now he's kind of stuckish again. Why? Well, it's about empowerment, right, Squiggy? It's... Ah, man. But yeah, you're right. It's yeah, it's weird. It is weird. It seemed like such an obvious play, right? You're playing High Elves, and all you have to do is roll some 2+ handoffs and stuff. Right, so this guy's got a 3+ now, and he has to dodge out from tackle. No, I know, Squiggy, but this is the champion ladder playoffs. These guys should. Star player points, yeah, maybe. I guess star player points might be the reason. But this is a 3+. Yeah, not punished. Not punished. Now, if I were spectating a random match, I wouldn't really care. But these guys are heading for the championship, right? These are the people who went top of their race. He does level up, yeah. That's true. But he had to roll way more dice. And given how they're playing, given how touchdown oriented they are, I would guess that he would have leveled up at some point during the second half anyway. With his agility 5, movement 7. There's probably going to be 4 more touchdowns this game, right? And then overtime, and then 4 more touchdowns, and then oh wait, that doesn't work. Overtime, scoring fast actually makes sense. I made it dumb.
That sounds kind of...
Dum 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 dum.
Alright, halftime, quick break, be right back. Just getting some water. Yeah, a lot of people don't actually accept their raspberries because, yeah, well, you know, it's a prize that says, guess what, you suck. I know Tom Green accepted his for Freddy Got Fingered. Ooh, the Woodies get the blitz, and the kick is in a really, really helpful spot. The only thing that's bad for them is that this is not the strength 4 dancer who could blitz through here on his own. But yeah, this could be really, really big. Now he's gonna be careful, gonna have to be careful not to overcommit. But he's got 2 agility 5s, which means he doesn't even need to blitz before he gets under that ball. And with no tackle and limited wrestle on the High Elf side, he could even screen off from here and force the opponent to roll POW. I could see that dancer just leap, get here. Then this guy dodge somewhere. Maybe blitz here and dodge through there or something. All 2s. Yeah. Even this guy could help screen. Suffering a blitz against Wood Elves is pretty painful. Having the ball land away from those wrestlers also makes a lot of difference. Yeah, so that's all 2s. Ooh, use the reroll, but only 1 more dodge to go. But also 2 GFIs if he wants to get him under the ball. He could just accept this spot. Okay, yeah, that's the play, of course. He's there to assist. That makes sense. A helpful stun guard in this situation would be good. And especially because this guy can still get here. And he hasn't used the reroll yet. Where's the other guard? The other guard's here, so he can bring that in. And he's got his wrestlers kind of able to act. If he can get a couple of guys to screen down here, then those wrestlers can't reach, and then the High Elves are basically fishing for a POW. Assuming he catches, of course, which is still a 3+. No, it's a 2+ because he's got agility 5. Ooh, there's the reroll gong. He's going to reroll this and then not make the second GFI, I think. Right. Right. He's not going to make that second GFI, is he? He's going to bring this guy in, probably. there. And this guy in. Nope. I guess he's afraid of overcommitting. I would have considered bringing these guys in on a 4+2+. That's pretty good odds. He's going to keep this guy as a safety, obviously. Right? Nope. Not really. Oh, he failed the catch, but the bounce is very good for the Wood Elves. 3 tackle zones. There's only 2 places where he has that. This guy doesn't have sidestep. And this guy does have agility 5, so actually the ball is still relatively easy to get. He can blitz this off with a 2 die, and then pick up on a 3, and have the ball somewhere here. Block that guy. Yeah, he's not going to get past. He hasn't overcommitted quite too much. But if this bounce had been easier, then this would have been really overcommitting. Well, you know, these spots aren't super easy either, because they would be further from the agility 5. This would have been bad too. Nah. There we have it. That's the... Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's a reroll gone. So now suddenly things are looking a lot scarier. He's gonna want to group up around the ball to make it harder for the Wood Elves to pick it up if they fail it themselves, because this pickup is 3+ with no reroll. Which means the High Elves are really gonna have to direct their play around here now rather than sneakily getting out. Even if he picks it up, he still has to dodge out again, which has tackle on it. Nope. He doesn't do that though. He just plays it like that. Okay, well this does give him more players to act with. This one doesn't have dodge, but these 3 can get... He can get a cage here, which is still going to leave him blitzed by the strength 4 guy. But that might be the best he's got right now, because this guard is down. I guess if he could get into a cage with another guy and a guarder on the corner, that could get him almost safe. If he's here, there's another guy here, the guard is there. No, then this spot would still be 1 die. Yeah, that's not going to work. Uh-oh. He made a boo-boo. Yeah. Well, I think that's fair enough. This was very risky stuff. I think the ball going to the Wood Elves is fair enough at this point. I haven't seen Enarion make... I mean, other than choosing not to stall and choosing to make this a high touchdown game, I haven't seen Enarion make any real big mistakes. So he's going to want to blitz this guy off, I guess. Although, you know, with the agility 5, he can just scoop it up right there if he wants to. I like that kick. That's a good kick. Two plus, 2+, to get it with the answer right now. No questions asked. But he could also just blitz that off with the strength 4, for instance. And then he's got a thrower who can do stuff with that. This should be a really easy score for the Woodies. Yep. No, it's got golden chains on it. It's very High Elf. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Okay. You could let this guy score it now. He's on 12 star player points, that's not bad. He would score a skill on three touchdowns, that's also not awful. I do think he's going to try and score this turn, right? 2, 2, 2. So still quite a bunch of dice. He could try and block this guy away, but then he would have had to move him elsewhere. Doesn't really have the players for that. Treatment could be here or something. It's quite useful. That works. He can stall, yeah, but the thing is, hi there, Andreev. Long time no see. So yes, he can stall, but the thing is, they haven't so far. They've been able to stall. Both of them have been able to stall all the time, but they've just flat out refused to. Which is why I'm calling the plays as I expect them to happen, not as I think they should. And there we go. 15 star player points for one of the few elves who doesn't have blood yet. Or Dodge and Wrestle. Well, one of the few wood elves anyway. This guy stays on his back. But we're still talking 11 versus 11, if I'm not mistaken. No. The Wood Elves actually have 10 now. And the High Elves have 13. Yeah, in elf mirror matches or elf versus elf matchups, blitzes are also a big factor, especially if people score a lot. No, sorry, Diog, that joke is subpar for you. Yeah, I know, they don't even have tackle. Yep. Well, it could just be a pre-game agreement. I mean, if the High Elves and the Wood Elves said, this is the first game in a knockout tournament, we're going to be facing lots of bash teams, how about we both just score as much as possible and agree not to stall? That way, whichever one of us wins gets a shit ton more star player points than we would if we would both stall and play for a 2-1 win. That's you know, from a game theoretical point of view, that would almost make sense. Until the last couple of turns when you would suddenly start stalling again. But yeah, some coaches just have this mentality that stalling is bad. And teams like Wood Elves actually work for them. Because you can win without stalling, usually. But not as often as you could with stalling. It takes a lot of faith in your opponent, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not something I would recommend on average. Alright, Black Books. Thanks for dropping by again. See you around. Well, yeah, it can be a very fun way to play. In fact, like I said, I played in a league that actually had that as its premise. But if you want to win your games, then stalling is just the way to go usually. Although I had a high elf team who won a game 6 versus 1 in a major, so that was kind of cool. That's a good question, saddest of all keys. Except the Wood Elves have a so much better team that they would be able to stall all half. That goes for first half, that goes for second half. They would be able to win this game 2-0 probably. But it looks like they'd rather win it 6 versus 5 or something. Yeah, Enarion would have made a lot of difference. Right, so movement 9 guy is in position again to do handoff stuff. Or passing stuff as need be. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, so he can hand off here, for instance, if he wants to. Agility 5 doing a casual 3+. Oh, but 2+s suck. Alright. Still going for fast touchdowns, I see. He'll want to kill that guy. Could just blitz out with the strength 4, I suppose. Nope. That's not it. What's he blitzing then? He's really worried about this save throw thrower. The pass could come from anywhere. That's the thing with Blanket Agility 4. If you want to make fast touchdowns, which they apparently do, then both the handoff and the pass can happen anywhere. You could hand off here, there, I guess, but this guy's on the side stepper. There. Yeah, that's still only a handoff with no dodges. Pushing forward with a couple of guys is kind of nice though. Having the strength 4 here, he can still reach quite far back, as in this line, but he now also threatens all the way out back. So if the elves were suddenly inclined, if the high elves were suddenly inclined to hang back with their catcher, that's no longer an option. So I guess he's blitzing with the agility 5 here, but he'll need another assist. Oh, why Mighty Blow? Mighty Blow a catcher already. Okay. As the last action of the turn, both down there wouldn't have been awful. Especially with the movement 3 tree, because he could just get up. Oh, there we go. This guy is fairly easy to remove. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. If he blitzes this off, hands off there, that's quite a long way. Ah, he's taking the shot, finally. He's not... Did he already use a reroll? I'm not sure. That's gotta be pretty annoying. Both down or a POW, 2 dice. A rooted movement 3 treeman can can just get up. It's just that he cannot leave his square voluntarily. His movement doesn't change. Right. He's got a surf here. But that would require not scoring this turn or rolling a 3. I think the High Elves should probably try and hang around here with the ball. Maybe, oh, sorry. Maybe have this guy hold the ball, for instance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, pass there. Where's the pass block? Where's the pass block? Not that one. Seriously. Oh, he's here. Okay. Yeah, so he could pass to this guy. And then chill in this corner with him and them. Because the strength 4 dancer is... No, that's agility. God, I hate the skill overview. No, strength 4 dancer's here, so he was still threatened there. I guess going for a score this turn is not that bad. Oh, Morg makes a 3 die, that's cute. Gets a kill. Yeah, Diog might be onto something. If he roots while already prone, then his movement is considered 0. Which, yeah, maybe. Right, so we're gonna see... He passed this guy then. Catch on with... No, this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this isn't a good spot though. Here. Pass to this guy. Who then 1, 2... Oh, a handoff. Yeah, that makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass there. Yeah. Alright. That's fair enough. I don't think that is an intended side effect of the rule, but I think you might be right that Red is written the movement 3 treeman would not benefit from the movement 3 for standing up. So obviously we're going to see a touchdown here. Although again he could stall here. He could stall this, but he's not gonna. The Wood Elves weren't going to get better than a half die on him. But for the High Elves, it's far more true that they don't have the means to stall the entire half. The Wood Elves had the means, and the High Elves were only tying with the score, so even stalling successfully wouldn't get them the win per se. So I can see the fast score from the High Elf perspective more than I could see it from the Wood Elf perspective. I wonder when Enarion's going to stop doing that and, you know, win. Still only one Wood Elf out, so he's back up to 11 again. Mine goes to 11. I should make a sound effect of that. in a note. EA Discord. Go!
Just do it!
That's the sound I was screaming. Prediction for results. 5-4 in favor of Enarion. Note, once a tree is knocked down, he is no longer rooted. However, if he is prone, he can take root and still be prone. If the tree is on the floor, he can take root, I think. And then he still needs to roll to stand up. And once he stands up, he needs to be knocked down again before he gets unrooted. At least that's how it's implemented on Fumble. I haven't played enough Blood Bowl 2 to be sure whether it's the same here, but I think that's how it's supposed to work. You roll to, you're prone, you roll to take root, and if you fail the roll to take root and fail the roll to stand up, then you're prone and rooted. And that would mean your stand-up roll treats your movement as 0, I guess. Technically, by Diok's reasoning, which is correct. I don't think being prone absolves you of the need to roll for take root anyway. Yeah, it looks like Enarion is pushing for a fast score again. Very much so. His mighty blow has been rather underwhelming, though, I have to say. I said in the beginning I expected Enarion to outnumber Wolfbaneson, because he's got 2 mighty blow to blitz with, and the tree to throw the occasional block. He's been punching catchers quite a bit as well. Yeah, he gets knocked down, then he tries to stand up, he fills his root, and then he needs to roll stand-up roll. That's exactly the situation we were discussing. Thank you, Diog. So this is pretty bunched up. If he wants a fast score here, he might want to diversify, maybe send someone out through the center. Yeah, this is a good thrower. Even with the minus movement, he's very good. I think I'd probably fire this guy, though. Kick is okay-ish, but... Really? I don't like having a second pass. Yeah, I would say that's a rule not working as intended, Velenich. I mean, if you just treat it as movement 0, then it could still make GFIs and move, right? I mean, it's a bit of a weird formulation. Really what you want is to say, it doesn't leave it square, period. Well, I'd say the main reason is that it ignores the movement too. It's not just for when he's rooted. It's helpful for when he's prone, whenever. Right, back to the game. Okay, yeah, fair enough, I guess. I still don't think it's better than movement. I can see the argument for why it's better than block, but being able to reposition further is still a big deal. Right. So they're gonna have to do something about this cluster for sure. But with no tackle, it's really, really shitty. The only guy they can kind of hit is this one, and he's behind this. I guess the Strength 4 Blitzer could take a swing at him. Oh, he's just gonna leave them be. Hope for an intercept, I guess? That seems pretty sketchy. And the Agility 5's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you need 2 GFIs to get a 2+. Wait, he's got Accurate too? Who does not have Accurate? Blood, Sure Hands, Leader, Agility 5. Awesome. 2 throwers, but no Accurate. Double 5s on the tree. I would be inclined to go with block. Valenic would say jump up. I might also be tempted by the movement. For me, it's block or movement, but there's a lot of people who say jump up. On a on a halfling treatment, I would definitely say movement, by the way, because halfling treatment are also your blitzers, and so movement matters a lot there. But on a on a wood elf treatment, I would say probably just block. I also don't like break tackle on a wood elf treatment nearly as much as I like on a halfling treatment for the same reasons. Right, so the wood elves are trying this kind of cut out the middleman thing, I guess. Sorry, the high elves are trying this cut out the middleman thing. Except that the ball is going to get here, prevent it from getting there. Pretty aggressive stuff, this. At least it's fun. Right, so does he have a gap? He does have a gap. The tree can block here. This is a lino. He can block there. He could... Can he hand off here? Oh, whoa, wait. That's not what he's doing. Yes, I would as well. Well... I'm not entirely sure. Pro, huh? For stand-ups? I've never had a pro tree. Not sure I care for it too much, though. I guess for avoiding the root, it's kind of good. It's kind of good for a lot of things. Yeah, I can see it. I'd get blocked because it prevents getting knocked down and prevents getting turnovers. It's good, but movement's also not bad. Oh, that's an interesting question. I'd say tentacles, Diog. On a strength 6, yes, I would get tentacles. Okay, so. Reroll has been used. This is the agility 5, so he can do a leap play to get there. He's got catch, so that's kind of good. But the leap is scary as hell to make now. Oh, he actually doesn't need leap, because this square is empty, which means he can just do 2, 2, 2, handoff. Right? So this is all 2+ with reroll. 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. So he made these in order because if the first one used dodge, then he should use leap rather than 2 dodges to get there. And it's another wood elf touchdown. Yeah, what the master said, but delays. Alright, so the 5-4 end score is still looking pretty damn likely. Claw on the tree. Yeah, it's not. I mean, you, unlike Chaos or whatever, you don't have other options for mutations. In fact, you don't have any. Although I do have a tree with foul appearance. That was sad. I got to pick a player on my team who would receive a random mutation for winning the Warpstone Open, a Fumble Majors. I picked the tree, and he got foul appearance. I mean, it's not extra arms. It's not very long legs, so it could have been worse. But yeah, tentacles or claw would have been so fun. It's a nice model, though. True. Right, so now it's Wolfbaneson's turn to score a touchdown. To me, this is not what an elf ball game should be like, by the way. But it's fun. I should really see if someone wants to revive the Russian Pass League at some point. It's it didn't fare too well at some point when the commissioner didn't do his job and the co-commissioner didn't either. That was sad. Also, that was me. But if anyone wants to have a look at it, it's quite a fun concept. You are awarded points for scoring touchdowns, and the winner is awarded points for scoring more touchdowns than the opponent. But there's no actual points for wins or for ties. Yeah, if the sackers are so scary that you have no options, sure. But yeah, so I guess Wolfbaneson's can be more forgiven for this than Enarion can. Because Wolfbaneson is facing is facing Agility 5 tackle and Strength 4 tackle leapers. But although to be fair, I mean the High Elves do have a Strength 4 leap, right? Yeah. So this guy could roll POWs. Absolutely, HP. Absolutely. And with Chaos Dwarves and Khemri coming up next, there's still no Golem team. Such a pity. It could, Diog. Especially if you manage to win. It's kind of all or nothing type of deal. But yeah, sure. If your opponent does it too, then it's great. I mean, for both of these teams, it's really working out well. Because they're both doing it. But if one of the two would decide to just stall, then the other guy would be giving up way too much of Finally! Oh, it's actually the other pass block catcher. That's interesting. The other one was hit by Morg as well, wasn't he? Well, the hats could arrive as a DLC. I could see that selling. Okay. Now we need to see some High Elf blood. You've heard rumors of the next two teams after Khemri and Chaos Dwarf. Can you tell me what those rumors are? Because I'm curious. Alright. Can you give me a source on that, Squiggy? That'd be interesting to see it. I've seen the same somewhere, but only as someone saying I heard that. Which is is it from the in-game files? The skills database and stuff? Oh, you elf ballers. Yeah, so vampires would be a very interesting addition. Ogres would be, you know, at least a stunty team. But yeah, goblins are still sorely missed. I'm quite pleased with Khemri though. Khemri actually do something that we don't really have yet. Thanks, sweetie. Yeah, so this is elfballing in a very, very non-stalling manner, to say the least. Yeah. Can't say that I agree, but here you can also see how this score came about, because they both just keep making two-turn touchdowns. Back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, Khemri, as an Agility 2 team, Khemri do have struggles with pickups. Also, Khemri are the team that needs Weather Dome the most, absolutely. Khemri in the rain are a disaster. What's that you say? Oh, your pickups are 5+. Good luck with that. Yeah. I was fortunate enough, I have one Khemri team on Fumble. And its first Throra, which are the ball carrier positional, rolled agility as his first skill up, I think, and he's also got a movement and a dodge, so he's actually almost an acceptable ball carrier, which Khemri are not supposed to have. So yeah, I got really lucky there. Yeah, 4 strength 5 guys with no loner. That is really good. Yeah, the thing is, if you're their opponent and you're agile, then you only need to fail one for them to. They only need to fail one for you to take advantage. Well, he's got movement 7, Max Milgram. So that's and movement 7 Blodge is. Movement 7, Agility 3, and Blodge is, you know, more like normal ball carriers, as long as you're not an elf. Okay, shall we see the Strength 4 catcher die now? Nope, he's not dead.
I'm not dead!
Alright. No more pass block then. Throwers have movement 6, yeah. Khemri have 4 movement 6 positionals. The Throwers and the Blitzras. Because the skeletons, skeletons are movement 5, and the Jesus. Not Tomb Kings. Tomb Guardians are movement 4. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Dio. Yeah, developing the Tomb Guardians is really a pain. Developing Tomb Guardians is something that takes a long time, and because they have decay, it's also something you have to do way too often. They feel remarkably fragile for Armor 9 guys. Decay is really, really bad. I can see why removing Mighty Blow. Well, what Khemri do very well is play against 11-player teams. Well, I mean, agility 2 pickup sounds scary, but 75%, which is a 4+ with 3 roll, is not that awful. 75%, I mean, it works more often than it doesn't, I guess. Yeah. And once you have the ball, you just make sure not to let it go. Yeah, that's true, Diog. That is very true. The Tomb Guardians skill a lot more easily with assigning MVPs. Every positional you want to scale skills more easily in level 2016. Yeah, exactly. It works for Chaos Source. Actually, that's the one thing that these two new teams have in common. It's that you're going to see a lot of Agility 2 pickups. I don't think so, HP. I don't think we will. If we do see them, it's going to be a long time still, I would say. Alright, back to the game. High Elves have the ball and the strength 4 this time. That's new. Which suggests that they're looking for running plays rather than passing plays. Which they're... Yeah, this is really weird, actually. Why would you have it on strength? I mean, the movement 9 makes sense, the agility 5 makes sense, but why the strength 4 if you're just gonna be a handoff/throwy guy? Too many skills to see clearly here. The agility 5 is in a reasonable spot, but of course these are all sidesteppers, so hard to remove. This guy could score fairly easily. But who's going to get the ball to him? That's the real question. I guess if Morg just 2-dies this... No, you kind of need him to go down. So, this guy... What? I think he's really not scoring this turn. Yes, Hail Mary passes and prayer go very well together. Ah, so the Cole admin people have good information. All right. It's still going to be pretty difficult to get these guys off, so I guess he could just try for a 3+. He could remove the tree or something. Nope, he's just going to go for the 2-die. Oh, he gets the POW! The agility 5 gets POW'd by Morg. This could be very big. This could be huge, both for the damage. Oh, no damage. And of course for allowing this guy to catch on the 2 now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only one go. So now the trick is to get the ball to someone who can pass it there. No, it's not trivial still. If this were a movement 9, it would be much easier to just do it himself, I think. Huh? It has the feeling like he's changing his mind, like he's focusing on different things at different times. Khemri do not have a necromancer, no. The reason is that necromancers make zombies and Khemri don't get zombies. Khemri are old undead. They are from the old tombs, so they only have ancient skeletons, and they just don't get access to the necromancer because they So he is doing the... I'm really confused about his play here. Why would you sidestep there if the ball... Ah, wait, it's strength 4 and 2 garters, of course, so it's relatively safe. The Wood Elf's only guard is the Treeman, because the other guards down here, yeah, this is actually not that awful. Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, but they don't get zombies anyway. So yes, exactly. Well, that and the fact that I'm kind of in the middle of the discussion with you guys as well. Aren't the Khemri skeletons commoners then? I don't really do fluff that much, Squeaky. Alright, so he's got the ball in an interesting safe formation. Especially since there's no strip ball and no wrestle there. Yeah, that one I knew, Dio. That one I knew. Hi there, Erwin Voistenfuchs. Welcome to the Sagelings. Thank you for following. Wüsten. Not Voisten, Wüstenfuchs. So I guess Wolfbane decided he'd rather risk waiting a couple of turns than just give the game away to the Wood Elves. So that means he needs one more turn of stall, which is not going to be trivial. It does make more sense of the strength 4 carrier though. I like that. That's nice, Sid. Oh, what's this then? Treeman is taking a dive. So, High Elves can score with relative ease. Question is, can they stall? The strength 4 dancer is so far away that I think they can just regroup down here. That's kind of awful for the Wood Elves. I think they could just do this same formation like there or something. You even take a wrestle and potentially even a foul. I would say just move everyone over to the right flank, get as many ignoring threats as you can. Yeah, I see. Thank you, Sendriev. Yeah, if this were to go to overtime, that does matter a lot. Oh well, that's going to be a reroll. I was expecting him to dodge out, but if he had, then that would have been awful because I think he wants those guards along. Well, my prediction for the final score of 5-4 to Enarion is still possible. Hi there, Tourniquet. Thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the Sagelings. Yeah, this is really, really silly elfballing so far, but the High Elves have finally decided not to just run in and score no matter what. I think it's really, really helpful for Wolfbaneson that the strength 4 dancer is so off-center. It would matter a hell of a lot if he were around. So if he can fill up both of these squares... Yeah, this guy's still going to be near. And the one guard removal is actually also a big deal. So the the coin flip for overtime, if it comes to that, is going to be a huge deciding factor. Hi there, Obsidian. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, not that much time left. I guess he's debating the sense of this block. I'd say it's pretty good. You're in a bad spot no matter what. Oh, that one. Okay. Why is this guy still here though? I mean, at least put him in a touchdown position if you're not gonna swing. What? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! This is big. Especially if this breaks armor. Oh, it does not break armor. Okay, so then it's not that big a deal. But he sidestepped out, which means it's actually going to be harder for him to reach a spot that's not guarded. He doesn't want to blitz from here or there. He wants to blitz from there if he does it all. Yeah, waiting for a surf, that's nice, but not on turn 15. No, he's not fouling. Okay. Exactly, Master. I mean, either you put him here to make sure this guy doesn't want to leave you there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This guy's just one square short of touchdown range. That sucks. Yeah, so I guess we're not going to see real sacking play then. Which means chances are we're going to go to overtime. Interesting stuff. Or wait, no, he actually never mind. I said that because I assumed he was going to position in such a way that the strength 4 couldn't reach him, but he actually positioned in such a way that he could. That's let him use the last reroll. High Elves really got lucky there. No more rerolls for Enarion. Could be huge. Yeah, I saw him on this flank, and I just assumed he would take position in such a way that this wouldn't threaten. If he did this deliberately to try and make him use the last reroll, kudos to him. Hi there, Dougie Bear. Welcome, and thanks for the follow, mate. So, does he have wrestle to remove that dancer with? He's got plenty of options. Is he thinking star player points again? Oh, actually, the wrestler himself is a good candidate. And if he blocks here, then the dancer can only go there, and then he can blitz him off. And this handing off to this wrestler is quite sensible at this point. Now, of course, if he rolls a pound the dancer, then that's fine too. Mario, game over. Mario, yeah. That's a good idea. Thanks, sweetie. Okay, so that's not actually what he does. Ooh, he gets another power though. He just wants to run it in with this guy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, he's not in the way because this guy can still move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 GFI. Oh, he's going to do the handoff. Saves the reroll. See, the GFI would have used the last reroll. This is actually very sensible. Good stuff. I like that. So, 4-4 and probably going into overtime, although don't the Wood Elves still get to... Yeah, the Wood Elves still get to try on one turn, of course. Now, they've lost 2 of their 3 catchers, if I'm not mistaken, but 1 is quite enough. How will the High Elves set up to counter this? They've got guard, they don't have sidestep. They are definitely going to set up anti-one turn, of course. It's 2 guarders go there and there. Strength 6 goes here, Strength 4 goes there. I'd say that should probably, and spread them out 1. Tree does have grab, that's actually huge. I didn't check before, but the tree has grab, which makes one turning a hell of a lot easier. We could even be going 5-4 in favor of Enarion without the overtime. However, he does not have a reroll. He does have an agility 5 thrower and a catcher, so he doesn't, and there's no tackle, so he might not even need the reroll. Catcher needs 2 pushes, and the tree can pull someone in to begin with. Yeah, quite possible that. But I bet Enarion is annoyed at having to using the last reroll. It not only saves you the blitz, but there are setups which make the blitz really hard to do, right? And this grab just lets you completely bypass that. You can put this guy here, for instance, with grab, and blitz this out the way, and then chain push there. But how many players does the Wood Elf have? Oh, he's got 10 still, yeah. Yeah. So, grab on the treeman is actually a good reason why you might want to take a treeman in the first place on Wood Elves. Just for the 1 turn. It's that good. He can even make it 3 dice, by the way. This, because there's no guard here. As long as this guy keeps their tackle zones occupied, he can make 3 die. Yeah. Very true, Andreev. What's the logic here? You could take grab on anyone. Sure, you could. You could. Yeah. The fact the treatment wants grab anyway. Normal elves don't. That's very true. Because grab is also great if you're rooted. Yeah. It's good. I actually prefer grab as first skill for a treatment, before guard even. Let's see how he does this. I'd expect him to be 1 over. So he grabs him in here, and follows. You still need someone in there. Let's see it. Push him in there. Follow. Put a guy there. Oh, I can't see shit through these skill markings. Weather, not that big a deal. Reroll here could have mattered a lot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the Master. That one further to the right would be way easier, because then he could just grab him in there, block from here. That's what had me confused. This guy can't reach that square either. I think he's going to do the pass first. Then again, if he has the blitz remaining, I don't need to. Yeah, I'm really rather puzzled by this. Also, these guys don't need to be there, because he's got 4 guys on the LOS, and these are... I don't get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't reach there either. This is kind of misplaced from Enarion. Take routes that... Oh! Right, so how does this affect... Can he still do it in theory? Because he's got his blitz, of course. I don't think so. Suppose he blitzes Morgan here. I've done a 1-turn off of Morg once, when my planned guy didn't go... got hit by a rock, actually. That was fun.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew. He fucked up.
Let's Morg there. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Which actually, it's the right play not to do that. Because you need to roll double pushes on him a bunch of times with no reroll. That's just rubbish. So we're going to see overtime. What are you doing? And why? Just clicking things. Right. 4-4 as the final score here. Oh, what? Is he Krendoring? He's really Krendoring, isn't he? He's even rolling dice for it. Oh, man. There's a reason you were 1-turning. Right. Oh man, that was huge. That dodge there should have been Snake Eyes into death, of course. All right, let's see it. Big toss this. Yep, we do Ninja Tank. Okay. So, what else? Well, Krendoring is the process of forgetting that you're on the last turn, or forgetting that the next turn is your last, and basically not keeping track of the clock, and then winding up in a situation where it's impossible for you to score, but it didn't have to be. Right, we were watching from the High Elves side all along, right? Yeah. Well, if they're going to be slow about this, I'm going to go on a quick bathroom break. So, looks like Enarion won the toss, which means he gets to try again. What? Chose to kick? Wow. Ha- And I guess the long delay was where Enarion explains to him. This is really weird. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this were overtime bugginess or something. Then again, if you play mostly in Cold Champ, then maybe he's setting up away from the Strength 4 Elite. Also wants to hit the no, he doesn't have guards. His fault. Yeah. Oh right, wasn't there a bug where you clicked where you click receive and then it picks kick for you anyway? That might be it. That might be what's going on. Dodge assist then. Because you don't want to leap that with no reroll. But agility 5 dodge assist would have been possible. Actually, that's not a bad play, because the agility 5 here would also be in touchdown range. So dodging twice there, and then blitzing with strength 4 mighty blow against a juicy target like that. Not bad. Good kick. All or nothing now, but my money is on Enarion. Yeah. Ooh, wow, a 1 into a 2. Good thing he's got sure hands then. I guess we're going to see similar plays to what we've seen so far. Just rushing out. Now, this is a time when he's really missing these catchers. Not because of pass block, but because of catch. Because the kinds of plays that he's been doing, walking, handing off, passing, having multiple catch for that is really good if you don't have a team reroll. So having only one catcher means he's going to have to be kind of conservative about this. Well, he doesn't have to be, but if he's not, then he's more likely to suffer the consequences. First injury against the High Elves, this, isn't it? I think so. Maybe he applet one. Yeah. 3 die now? Nope, not 3 die now. Follow that for the 3 die then. He could blitz something first, but I think he wants these out the way before he blitzes this guy. Oh! Triple skull on the tree, not even at both down. Oh! That's underwhelming. Looks like the High Elves might just get a shot at this. How to approach this, though? You want a shot at the ball next turn. The ball carrier has blodge, and you don't have shit. He could send a wrestler forward. That's actually not half bad. Blitz this guy, for instance. Send the wrestler out there. Keep this kind of stuck. Also, now that these guys are able to respond, these could form a more proper column defense, right? There's no frenzy. There's no need to set up like this. If they form a column, they're able to hold this side much better. Yeah, indeed, Andriev, indeed. This guy's a problem, though. Didn't see him there at the feet of the tree. But I do think sending a wrestler forward here is kind of a sensible option. If you don't have that, then you don't get to benefit. It's basically just a lost turn. Oh, cheeky. That's not a POW. If that had been a removal, though, would have made a ton of difference. Fend is annoying here because it keeps Morg from getting stuck in there. Yeah, still, it's obviously the much stronger team, the Wood Elves. I wonder what their records are. Maybe someone can let me know. I'd be interested in seeing those. The Wood Elf team looks a lot older as well. Then again, could just be rebuilding. He has a block here. That's the one. Pow. And... Splush? No, not Splush.
I'm not dead!
Take off the kid gloves already. Could get a bunch more blocks, but really, don't you want a threat on the ball? Anywhere? Another punch then? Still, the Son of the Agility 5 is useful, but he can get past here fairly well. Assist there, blitz there, dodge out here. Maybe even try and dodge through there afterwards. Yep. Not good enough. I think he's really going to refrain from pressuring the ball, which is a pity. At the very least, have one guy out there just for getting the Woodies worried, right? Because now Enarion can go, well, that sucked, but at least the ball is safe. Whereas otherwise, his situation would be, damn, I need to move that ball now. Yeah. Easy advance here. Tougher here. But he's not in a hurry anymore. See, it doesn't matter that you stop him now, because there is no rush. Hey there, kitty. Yeah, I've had that feeling a couple of times already this match, Naru. Okay, bye-bye, kitty. So he can blitz his way past here. Route doesn't matter much. He can blitz his way past there if he wants. Yeah. Lots of options for the woodies. But since you already put this guy here, I guess he's going to have to blitz, right? I mean, it would be pretty shitty if he doesn't. And if you're going to roll triple skulls, might as well be now, right? There would be much worse times for him to have shitty luck. And rooting isn't that much of a problem either. Not blitzing with the mighty blow. Is he gonna pass to the dancer? Is that what this is? I hope not. Oh, that's more like it. He is gonna pass to the dancer. Before the blitz, even? Why before the blitz? If the dancer failed his catch and you didn't have this spot secure, that was bad. I mean, he could have done this blitz. If it failed, there was no problem because the ball was safe. Now he's actually making the ball at risk. And then, I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. Alright, so it happened, and it didn't fail, lucky for Enarion. And now he's got a strength 4 ball carrier with bloodstep, fend. On the side of the pitch where Morg isn't yet. I mean, these guys are fast enough, they can catch up. Of course, the High Elves still suffer from the problem that they don't have tackle, so they can't really hit anything, anywhere. But we might see more blitzing in again for a 3-die. 3-die on this guy is not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he gets a POW there, then he's actually in quite a good spot. He's going to have to be careful not to overcommit. He needs to column up here. He can't just keep this like that. Just one back, one here, one there. Standard Dark Elf defense, basically. Or is he going to use the strength 4 leap? I don't think so. Not against the strength 4 bloodbowl carrier. There's just no point. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was thinking. It's been a weird game from the start. I mean, you don't get to 4-4 without a really good reason, usually. Okay, this guy's conservative. Well, I don't mind that. What's this then? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thrower is also pretty expendable right now. However, now this 3-die becomes more scary. No, definitely not Hellboy, definitely not. Well, A-Star player would have been, but not this one. Wizard plus Enarion would have been so much better. Hell, even a Wizard and a Bribe would have been better than Morg. Morg is okay if your opponent is not agility 4 and not claw. If you're playing against orcs, if you're playing against lizards, if you're playing against dwarves, then Morg is okay. Against elves, especially against elves with all dodge, useless. There's really no point. So priced. Well, but these are the people that made it. These are the people that succeeded in coal, right? You'd expect them to know better. Even if they adopted that behavior there because it works there. Enarion's a good coach. Yeah. The specifics of positioning and of individual plays are fairly high quality-ish, but the overarching view of how the game is played, it just strikes me as very weird. Okay, regroup around the tree. That makes sense. Don't rush into things. Here, he's blitzing before he's covered the ball. The ball is exposed. You don't need to do this blitz now. You're gonna cover the ball anyway, without rolling dice, so you do that first. Right? Here, you didn't need that block for this. Double skulls happen. Especially with no reroll, but really there's no rational reason why you'd want to. Yeah, I guess so, Nanto, I guess so. If it's important to your positioning, but it wasn't. It was completely useless. Yeah, it really seems like he's panicking. He's lucky that Wolfbaneson doesn't have a good team. Yeah, exactly, Ninja Tank. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, switching sides is fine and all. But that was incredibly sloppy. Now, of course, Wolfbaneson doesn't actually have the kinds of players who can make a play here. Well, we don't know that, Nanto. It could be a bug. It could be a bug. I can't do that, Nuru. I can't forget logic. It's too ingrained in who I am. Even when analyzing why people are behaving irrationally, I want to understand their irrationality, which is actually fair enough. I mean, there's a really cool book on I guess neuroeconomical decisions, or yeah. I'd have to check, Maxu. Whose suggestion was that again? Was it Kumo's? Was it Diog's? Oh, this is yeah. We don't have search in in Discord. That's a pity. Wow, that's a lot of scrolling. Yeah. I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I would say, no, Nanto. I don't think you'd want to remake the game for that. No. Hell, if they disconnected at this point, I don't think they'd remake the game. Alright, this looks kind of sensible. Use Morg as a relatively immovable guy. Not that he is, though. Because he's got strength 4, but that's the carrier. So he'd have to place 2 assists here. And then blitz with the strength 4. But if he uses the back 2 guys to assist, then I'd be worried about blitzing through Morg here. Two assists in there. Blitz from here. And then he's got this guy, that guy, this guy, this guy, all through. Now this guy's movement 6, so that doesn't matter that much. Well, it only takes 3, including the carrier. So if you use the 2 from the rear, or maybe even this one, to assist, I think he could get quite a couple of guys through. Maybe this guy. He can't blitz with the tree. The tree is rooted. Otherwise, it would have been a very valid option, Ninja Tank. You can't really see it because of the stupid starting skills, but the tree is rooted. There we go. Yeah, if you remove starting skills, you would just see guard, movement, and stand and grab here. One die with the carrier. No, 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 no. Don't one die with the carrier. No. No, but I think it would have been a valid play. This guy could assist against Morg. Ooh, well, both down's good. So now everyone can dodge through if he wants, or he can take his time. Taking his time would be sensible, actually. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Nanto, my bad. Yeah, it might be a bit much then. Okay, fair enough. Morg is not an ogre. Morg is an ogre with plus everything. Oh, he gets his catcher out, which isn't bad because no tackle on the High Elves. He could even opt to hand off to a thrower before trying to send the ball out there. No, this is okay again from Enarion. I like that he's not rushing all in. He's not playing like a mad fool trying to get a 2-turn touchdown every drive he gets. This is more deliberate, more conservative. That's a definite improvement. And of course, Wolfbaneson still has 2 rerolls, so he can afford to risk something if he gets a good opportunity. What's he doing? He's giving up a lot of ground, I think. But as soon as the Wood Elves decide to move, they leave the tree behind, so I guess just getting them to reposition without scoring is already kind of potentially advantageous. I don't think Enarion's going to go for a score on this guy this turn. I think he'll find that too risky. He's in control enough that he can afford to push for safer play, especially down the my right flank, Enarion's left. He could even set it up so that the tree still assists as part of a screen here. Like you blitz this guy, and then you set a guy here and there. Could he sideline cage? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, not really. 2, 3. Oh, hello. Chili 5. That's nice. some ground covered. And there's the blitz. He's still in the way though, if he wants to go through here. Yeah, so now we'll see him reposition around there, I suppose. He's still got the ball kind of secure-ish. This guy's kind of scary. Hello! That's nice. Hi there. Knorr's auto host. Let's see. Oh, dodge with the carry? Yeah, so he is sideline caging. Which is fine. I mean, strength 4 and sidestep make this pretty damn safe. And 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, so close, so close. But now you can get the catcher up front. Well, not now, but as soon as he's done everything that's less risky. Like now, he's going to get the catcher out here, which could potentially let him hand off instead of GF high. Or he might be able to advance even more safely next turn. So this guy goes here, I'd say. Dodges. Yeah. I'd say screen him off from getting closer to here, but yeah. I don't think you needed a dodge to get there, did you? Well, to be fair, if you don't have a reroll, simply slowly advancing and throwing punches. I mean, statistically, he should have been outnumbering the High Elves for a while now, because every blitz he's done has been with Mighty Blow Tackle, right? Whereas the High Elves have had to rely on Morg to do damage, and yeah, that's not going to be enough. I don't mind that too much. I wouldn't be surprised to see Enarion just blitz through, dodge out, and GFI with no reroll. Now, who do you mean by he, Nanto? The dancer or the High Elf Blitzer? Oh, that's a good one. Well done, more. Managed to beat up the one guy who doesn't have block or wrestle. Okay, sidestep, that makes things even easier. Yeah, this is, I think this guy is going to dodge out and go here, maybe? It's not awful. There. How's that? That's not helping. That's helping. That's better. So this group of strength 4 is going to be hard to get through. He could blitz through here, but that would be a 3+2+ afterwards. You can't really block there. No, he's taking the long way around. That actually makes sense. Oh, this means dodges for everyone. Is he willing to do that? If he's taking the long way around. Yes, he is willing to do that. So I guess everyone's going there then? Yeah, this guy being in the way is annoying. It ends when a touchdown is scored, and if the turns run out, then and there's still no touchdown, then there is a penalty shootout, which is opposed d6 rolls, and any remaining team rerolls, so in this case 2 for Wolfbanesons, get added to that. Alright, so he's doing the everyone dodges through the same gap thing, and he only needs 2 more, and of course everyone has dodge, so it's probably going to be working out for him. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Naru. Everyone on this team has dodge except for the tree. It's and the High Elves have no tackle, so it's actually surprising that he let the game go to 4-4 before finishing this. His team was just so much stronger, and the decision from Wolfbaneson to pick Morg. Then again, it kind of does make sense, because there's a lot of Wood Elf teams out there, and so the best Wood Elf coach in Colchamp did very well. And there's not that many High Elf teams out there, so someone managed to do well enough with High Elves, I guess. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be unstoppable next turn. He could try and get a couple of guys in front of this, but I'd say Sarvain Salveth is scoring on turn 23 for the 5-4 that I called a little over an hour ago. Although, you know, overtime toss could have been huge here, of course. In fact, it may well have been. Bloody bugs or misunderstandings. Yeah, so if you'd like to know when I'm streaming, have a look at the info up here. And if you'd like to get notifications from stuff, yeah, you can hit those links. Strength, blitzer, jump, hope for a pow. Yeah. You could even 5+ dodge your guard in, I guess. If you want to make it 2 dice. Not sure about the odds of 1 die pow versus that. I think that might actually be worth it. But I'd have to run the numbers to be sure. Make a 5+ dodge into the cage with the guard, so that the leap at the POW becomes a 2 die. Doesn't look like that's what he's doing, because then he... No, it's not what he's doing. He's also taking the long way around here. He's not going to get in front of this with enough guys. Oh, sorry, it's 1:30 a.m. I'm starting to yawn a little bit. Oh yeah, that's going to stop this catcher. Well done! He's totally not going to score with the War Dancer now. All right. Well, this is exciting. Even if he goes here with this guy, which is pretty hard. Yeah, and there, and there. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still no dice to roll from here. 0 dice to roll. You can just wander it in. I have no idea, Nanto. Really, just no dice whatsoever. I wonder if he still doesn't understand that overtime is golden goal. But why are you rolling dice? Enarion! Why are you rolling dice? You have no reroll? Are you gonna blitz? Is he on 49 Starblade points or whatever? No. This game! Honestly! This game is so... Are you gonna anti-Krendor and stall this or what? Do they both not know how overtime works? It's golden goal, you idiot! Oh man, this is priceless. Now you stall. All game you could have stalled. All game you're going 4-4. Oh man, this is beautiful. I'm honestly, I'm triggered here. This is, I feel slightly offended by this. Oh man, I hope he makes it. I hope he makes it. They must not realize it's golden goal in overtime. Neither of them. I did lose it, yeah. I did lose it. This is oh. Oh man. I mean, I don't know. I think oh, this seriously, all game you refuse to stall. Right, does he still have the leap? He still has the leap. Can he get a 1 die? He cannot get a 1 die. Not easily. And to think they actually both came in here and asked me to cost this match. Wow. Post-match interviews. That would be funny. So, theory bowling. Block 3 squares, yeah. I like that. I like that. I guess what he could do is dodge the agility 5 in here, which would be only a 3+. It would cancel this guy's assists. And then he could leap into a 1 die there. That's not bad. Agility 5 dodges in here. And the leap guy 1 dies there. That's quite reasonable. Oh, that's the reroll gone. On the 3+ dodge. He still needs to dodge out here, which doesn't have dodge. Come on, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this. Yeah, he had tackle. What's that then? What's this thing? Why are we rolling different dice than the ones we should be rolling? In case he wants to stall another turn. Leroy it! Leroy it! 1 die pow! 1 die pow now. Come on. Come on!
Just do it!
I want to see it. He will sidestep out. Yeah, oh, that would be beautiful. If he sidesteps out. If he sidesteps out, that would be gorgeous. Oh, and then fails to score. Or Krendors. If he Krendors and stalls another turn. If he Krendors again, I should say. Wow. Alright. Here we go. The dodge was good. The leap is good. One die pow. What? Why is he there? Oh, he fails the GFI. Right. Please, Krendor, and stall another turn. Enarion. Oh, it's over. It's over. And now Wolfbaneson is going to go, why don't I get to one turn? What is this madness? I thought we had an overtime half. Where is my one-turn drive? Oh, that was special. That was something else. Wow. I am so glad I got to cast this. Wow, what a mess. Ouch. Ouch. Enarion, Wolfbaneson, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I may have been slightly negative about some decisions at sometimes. I know that you can be you can be in the moment about things, and yeah. Anyway, thank you for asking me to cast this game. This was fun. Oh man. Stalling when he had diceless. Ah, yes, gorgeous.
Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.